Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be going to Cancun, and I am very excited to bring you guys along with us on this vacation. It is very much needed and I hope you guys do enjoy this video. We actually already came back, so this is me in the future and we're going to be taking you guys to the past. So the reason why I didn't record really when I was out there, I was just trying to relax. We actually did go to Cancun the Monday after our baby shower. So it was just very chaotic because we were trying to get everything ready and prepare, and I was just a little bit overwhelmed. So I didn't really pick up the camera to film myself talking, but I did pick up the camera to capture a lot of the great memories that we're bringing with us, and I obviously wanted to make a YouTube video for you guys. So I'm just going to be pretty much talking throughout the video to you guys from my perspective now that it's already happened. Everything has just been flying by. We are in December, second week of December, and little guy's gonna be here pretty soon. So we wanted to go on a baby moon, I want to say. Initially we were supposed to go to Cancun in September, but I guess they have like thunderstorm season around that time, and I really didn't want to be stuck in a resort for a week, so I decided to just postpone it. Unfortunately, we ended up postponing it for a long time. I will say, if I would have been any further along in my pregnancy, I probably would have just not done it at all. We initially booked this trip, I think, probably the first week of November. So I did tell Eric, hopefully, like, I am okay to go. And I was kind of stressed because I've been experiencing a lot of swelling throughout my pregnancy. And of course, being on a plane ride was not far from Arizona. It was only like a 3.5-hour flight, but still I just wanted the baby to be okay, and I just wanted to feel comfortable on vacation. And me and Eric, when we go on vacation, we're usually like go every single day. Like, we don't take a break. We're hardly ever at the resort or hotel, and we're always trying to like just get as much in as we can while we're on vacation. But being pregnant, it's just different, you know what I mean? Like, you have to slow down. You have to take things a lot slower. I walk a lot slower now. I can't be as active as I used to be. So I think just getting Eric to understand that is what was hard throughout the vacation. Initially, when we first went, we only had one thing to do, and that was going to Chichen Itza, which we'll get into it in the video, but I'll go ahead and talk to you guys along the video of what we ended up doing. But let's get straight into the video. The first clips you guys are going to watch is us in the airplane and us getting to Cancun and getting into our resort. When we did get to our hotel, signing in, the front desk guy, he actually upgraded our room because we initially were going to go in September to Cancun because that's when our wedding anniversary is, and we ended up pushing it back. So when the guy asked us like, oh, why are you guys here? I did tell him we were going there for our anniversary / baby moon, and he upgraded our room to a bigger room, which was really nice. We had a lot of space in this room compared to the one that we were going to get through Costco, and it was free of charge, so that was really nice. But I'm gonna leave you guys now to watch pretty much the clips that we recorded while we were there. So we just checked into our hotel, and huge shout out to Mario at the front desk because he did upgrade us our room, and we got a pretty big room now that comes with the kitchen included. We probably won't be doing any cooking, but it's pretty nice, has plates and everything, and they have a little welcome treats here. Looks like it's they have water. And then I was looking at the refrigerator, and I'm pregnant, so it looks like Eric can enjoy the beer, and they actually have us some sodas as well, so that's pretty nice, and some chips The room is pretty big. It comes with its own dryer and washer as well. We actually have two restrooms. One is in this door, but Eric is using it at the moment. And this is our view from, I want to say, the living area. To go outside, we have a great view. And here we have a hammock, which will probably be good for some pictures. And you can actually see our bedroom from that side. They do have a little table here, maybe to eat some breakfast in the morning. And back over here, we have the bedroom. And this is how this looks. And it has a bathtub, which it's the ones that give you massages as well, so that's pretty neat. And this is the restroom. And there's another toilet in there. Here it looks like they have some robes and just closet space. So once we did check into our room, we probably got to the hotel around 6, maybe. So it was a little late, so the sun was already going down by the time we got into our room. And Eric was not feeling too well, guys. He had motion sickness from the plane ride, so his stomach was not feeling very well. Luckily, I was fine throughout the whole trip. So everything you guys are gonna hear, I was perfectly fine. Baby was fine. Everything was just Eric. Eric's so sensitive. I don't know why, but he started getting motion sickness when the plane first took off out of Arizona. So for 3 hours, he was not doing too well. And I also feel because he had headphones in the whole time and he was playing on his game, like his ears were playing tricks on him or something. So once we did get out into, we went out to eat dinner in the resort. One mistake we made, I will say, because we were staying in a resort, I feel like everything is just so expensive. And I guess I'm really bad at asking prices, right? I just assume that everything's gonna be a fair price, especially when you're in Mexico. In the resort, they were like grilling stuff outside and it smelled great. So obviously the smell is gonna get you. So I did ask the guy if it was just something that you can buy there, or if you had to get it through the restaurant. And he did say that it was part of the buffet, so you had to like sit down and eat there. So Eric was like, I'm not feeling too good. So we kept walking. We went to like the beach. It was already dark, but I just wanted to get my feet wet a little bit because we had just landed. So we did. We went down to the beach. We walked for a little bit and we sat like on some chairs that they had there. And it was like probably 7:30. Our time, it was like 4 o'clock, but their time it was 7:30. So like I was like, I should probably eat now. And at this point, it's like I have to eat for the baby and for myself. So it's like I don't want to go too many hours without eating. Before, I wouldn't have cared. Like if Eric's not hungry, like I don't have to eat. Like we had snacks in the room and everything, but for the baby, I was like, we have to eat. So we were looking for reviews. We couldn't find any good reviews in any of the restaurants, or they didn't have any reviews at all. So we just stopped at the buffet. my mistake was I didn't ask what their buffet prices were. But even here, like in America, when you go somewhere, it's probably like $25, $35 per person. So I didn't assume it was going to be too expensive. And like I said, I was assuming it was going to be in pesos, which Mexican money is like, American money is more in Mexico. So I just assumed it wasn't going to be too bad. And like I mentioned, Eric wasn't feeling good. So I got food. Eric was kind of not having it. One thing was their buffet was American. They say they change it every single day, but that day it was American food, which if you're coming from America to Mexico, their vision of American food is not quite what we're used to, I want to say. Like, it's not bad. It's just us Americans know what American food is, and it's not that. So I was eating perfectly fine. Eric was not. He started getting more sick as he saw me eat, I guess. I was trying to give him fruit and stuff. At some point, he ended up throwing up his whatever he did get to eat, and it kind of sucked because our bill came out to almost $100 American money. That was our experience day one. Now on day two, I did have a tour booked for us, which we went to Chichen Itza and we went to one of the cenotes in Cancun, which was honestly awesome to me. Chichen Itza is one of the 7 wonders of the world, and in my book, I'm like, when am I gonna ever see this again, right? Like, I can go to Cancun as many times as I want, but it takes one time to look at it and experience it and be there present to just kind of take it all in. We had a lot of fun. Like I said, Eric was not feeling good the day before, so that morning we had to wake up at 7:30 in the morning. I lied. We woke up at 6 in the morning. We got picked up at 7:30 in the morning. So the ride from our resort to Chichen Itza was about 3.5 hours on the bus. So Eric did sleep for most of that time, and I was just looking at the scenery and just taking it all in. It was technically our officially first day in Cancun, and I was just trying to take it all in and just live in the moment. Chichen Itza was beautiful. I'll leave you guys with those clips now. If you haven't been living under a rock, you would have seen that about 2 to 3 weeks ago, I think some lady actually went all the way to the top of Chichen Itza, and our tour guide was telling us how she was in jail for like 72 hours, and I think they only fined her like $5,000 for doing that, which, being there and getting the history of it, like, how disrespectful can it be, right, for somebody to just do that and just assume that they're going to be able to get away with it. It was such a nice experience to be there and just kind of see the culture that they had back in the day, because this is like years ago, and it was built by the Mayans, and just the story of it is phenomenal. I will say, I do feel like the salespeople there kind of kill the vibe. If you've never been, you get bombarded by so many people trying to sell stuff for you, and I get it, like it's their job, and us as tourists, like I can understand why they try to take advantage of us, but as a fellow Mexican being there and seeing how they are, it kind of makes you feel not so nice, you know what I mean? I mean, I understand the language, so whatever they're saying, like I was trying not to be rude, I was trying to just take in what I was looking at, but it's kind of hard when you have like all these salespeople trying to sell you stuff. I will say some of their lingos are very funny. Like some people were saying like they're trying to sell you like a shirt and they're like almost free, but it's like nowhere free. Like it's almost free means like $35, and I'm not talking pesos. Like they're trying to sell it to you in dollars. So don't let them fool you when they tell you almost free. It is not gonna be nowhere free. Also, they would say, oh, just $1, but then when you would go up, it's like, no, it's $1 off. So you're like, they're still trying to sell you the item for like $60. So it was just really funny. There was one that Eric really cracked up. He's like, I might just buy something from this guy because he's actually funny. So I think he was selling like hats or something, or shirts, and he was saying, oh, we have short prices. However, this guy was actually a short person. So it was very funny because he said short prices and he was short. So Eric's like, you know what, I like this guy. But we didn't end up getting much from there. I did get some souvenirs from another local person that was there, and he actually gave me a great deal. So if you are Mexican, talk to them in Spanish. One, they're a lot nicer to you. It's sad to say, but they're a lot nicer to you if one, you speak Spanish, and they give you better prices if you're Mexican. And I say negotiate. Don't let the price they give you be the price you pay. I will say this guy that I bought some souvenirs from, initially he was trying to sell me stuff for like around $2. I paid everything in pesos, but I'm gonna use dollars just so I'm not confusing you guys. He was trying to sell me some stuff for like around $2 a piece, and I asked him, like, if I buy you like a bigger quantity of stuff, like, can you give it to me for like $1? And we settled for like $1 and like 15 cents on each item, which was a better deal than initially. And he even told me when he heard me speaking Spanish that he was going to give me a better deal either way. So like I said, you get an advantage speaking Spanish, but I also feel for my fellow Americans that don't, because like realistically you're being taken advantage of only because they think you have money or because you come from America, and they kind of rob you from that experience of just having a good time. But that was Chichen Itza. Right after that, we did go have, I believe, lunch at one of the cenotes, which I was kind of scared about because I've heard that cenotes are really cold, which a cenote is a sinkhole. So me and Eric kind of were like, do we do it? Do we not do it? But I was like, we're here. Like, we have to do this. Like, to me, everything is like, it's a once in a lifetime thing. And like, if I didn't do it, I was going to feel so guilty for being so far from my home and not taking advantage of what I went to go do, right? So we ended up doing it. We got some, we had to rent out some life vests, and we had to change and everything. We only had about 30 minutes because I think they only gave us like 2.5 hours at that place, and we had to eat and do the cenote, so you can do either one in whichever order you wanted. So I'll insert a video here of where Eric actually jumps into the water.
I already have it on me, babe. ¿Está fría el agua?
You can do it. You can do it. Just don't think about it. Just go. Maybe over there. Are those sharks? Are they sharks?
This is shark, yeah. It's not that close.
Huh? It's not too bad. We're gonna get that slow. Right there. Slippery. What? It's slippery, be careful. As you can tell, Eric kind of like hesitated before jumping, but it was too late. Of course, I'm pregnant, so I couldn't jump. So I kind of just went through the lower part of it to get in. And the water was cold, I will say, but it was a doable cold. So for me, if you jump in, I feel like you wouldn't feel it as much. But because I had to go in slowly to kind of just let my body adjust to it, I feel like it was a little bit colder. But once you're in there, it was nice. It was a nice experience, and I am glad we did it. I do not regret doing it at all. The water was cold, but it was doable. So if you guys are thinking about going, I highly recommend you guys do this and notice. It was so nice. And they have so many there that we just had to go with the one that our tour guide took us to. But they have many ones that are very, very beautiful. And right after that, we went to, I forgot the name of it, but it's kind of like downtown for them. I have it in my hand.
¿Y tu ayudante? Salió un momentito y no fue a estacionar el auto y entonces, ¿qué pasó? Aquí no te dejan parquear, ¿verdad? No, tanto rato no. Ah, qué bien.
And we were able to get some churros, some local churros, and we got some fruit that Eric really wanted. However, the fruit was not exactly what Eric envisioned, but we had a really good time there. And from there we went back to our hotel. We didn't get to the resort till like 8:30 p.m. so it was pretty late. There was pretty much no time left for us to do anything other than just relax. I will say my feet got pretty swollen towards the end of that day because we started at 7:30 a.m. and for us to finish at 8:30 on a pregnant woman, that is a lot of time. We were in a very comfortable bus, so that at least gave me room to like put up my feet and stuff. So it was a nice little adventure. This is going to be the end of today's video. I know it's been a long video, but if you guys did like today's video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys all in my next video.
Solo. Look,